I'm Jas.
And I'm Serena.
We quit our jobs, cancelled our wedding, and are using our wedding fund to travel the world.
People might think we're crazy, and maybe we are.
Never come here. Never.
Things won't always go to plan.
But that's what life's about.
Experiences, for better
Or for worse.
We'll face our fears and rediscover what life is all about.
And we invite you to join us on our wild adventures.
As we travel through this magical country. This is one of the most incredible things I've ever experienced in my life. There are monkeys trying to get into our room right there. This is insane. Welcome back to part 2 of the Railay adventure. Today we decided to go to Phra Nang Cave. So we're on our way to Phra Nang Cave, but what's insane is how big these resorts are. So the resort stretches from one beach all the way to the other side, to the other beach. They're huge, which is why here you'll see it's quite funny. There's just these golf carts whizzing round because they transport the guests on golf carts. The walk to Phra Nang Cave was absolutely gorgeous. There was these beautiful limestone cliffs and caves that we were walking through to get there. Extremely picturesque. When you're on that walk to go to the main beach where Phra Nang Cave is, there is a place called the Lagoon or the Blue Lagoon or something like that. And you have to climb up this very steep hill. I haven't got any footage of it unfortunately, but we saw it and it was really wet, so we were like, do you know what, we're gonna give it a miss. But from pictures and other YouTubers who have been, it does look amazing. This cave is still currently in use by fishermen, and what they do is they leave these phallic sculptures here as a gesture of good luck and good fortune for when they go out onto sea. And what they say is that if you release any one of these hand-carved penises anywhere on the beach during high tide, it will eventually end up into one of these caves, which is pretty cool. Now, people are a bit unsure about the story of it and Phra Nang and how she came to be the main sort of point of this cave, but apparently she died offshore or something like that, but I'll Google it now and I'll tell you in a second. But yeah, it's really interesting. One thing that we always do need to remember though, that because this is still in use and people do worship this place, you have to give it a lot of respect. So yeah, really interesting, really cool, really, really cool. Didn't realise just quite how many there would be and how vast the cave would be. Also, what's really interesting is if you listen carefully, you can hear loads of bats on the inside. There's so many that you can hear in there. And yeah, it's pretty cool. It's really, really cool. So I have just Googled it. I've got it up here. And it says, according to legend, Phra Nang was an Indian princess who was killed in a shipwreck. In another tale, it says that Phra Nang was the wife of a fisherman who was lost at sea. She lived out the rest of her days in the cave awaiting for her husband's return. So that's that. I think I was kind of close. So after we spent the day at Phra Nang Cave, we decided to head back to the hotel and take a bit of a rest. But when we got back, we were in for a little surprise. I don't think I've ever been this up close to wild monkeys and 2 different species of monkeys just casually chilling on our balcony. But some of them have been running off because there's some arsehole neighbours 2 doors down that are banging on the door and hissing at them and trying to throw stuff at them. It's just like, why are you doing that? We're in their habitat. This was clearly built in their grounds, and they're just still staying here. Like, if they're here, let them be there. Don't bother them. They're not doing anything to you. Just keep your door shut. It's fine. But the signs on the door saying keep the doors locked really does make sense now. Because even though we were in here, they could see us. They were still trying to get in. There are two different types of monkeys that were out there. You had the macaques, and then you had the dusty leaf monkeys. I believe they're called the dusty leaf monkeys. Now the dusty leaf monkeys, super friendly, very sweet. I still wouldn't touch them, but you know, very sweet, very friendly, very calm. The macaques though, they're the ones that you have to be careful of. They're the ones where you see the videos of them attacking people and things like that. They're very cheeky. I would steer clear of them. Don't be one of those tourists that goes and tries to touch a monkey and gets bitten and it's like, blah, 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 and blames the monkey. No, it's your fault. Just don't go near the monkeys. It's a very simple rule. Next, we decided to head over to the Diamond Cave. There is a cave there. It is another cave. This one you have to pay to get into. I can't remember how much it was. It wasn't that expensive, but we made our walk there. There was a lot of macaques along the walk as well. So we are now at the Diamond Cave and about to go in. I think there's a lot of bats in here, I'm not sure. I don't know how well I do with bats, but so far, looks, just the entrance looks amazing. So let's have a look. Okay. So it's crazy. You can just hear all the bats and you can see them at the top as well. I'll see if I can bump up my ISO so you can have a look at them. So the Diamond Cave isn't very big. It's just a small little loop, but it looks really cool though. Everywhere you look there's something different, and it's just incredible to think this has taken like millions and millions of years. There's also like a section where it just like goes so deep down. I wonder how deep this goes and how big this cave is. What's a bit interesting is everyone that's coming in here literally walks in, looks at it for like a minute, and then walks out. So it's like, whoa, come on, spend a bit of time, appreciate the place. And on the next day, I decided I wanted to go rock climbing. Serena wasn't about that life, so I went by myself. I shot this all on the GoPro, so I don't know how it's gonna look. Okay, so this is all gonna be recorded on the GoPro. Don't know how the audio is gonna be, haven't vlogged on here before. But I am going to do rock climbing because I'm on Railay, and in Railay there's just tons of rock climbing. I don't know how the audio is going to sound, but I'm running late. The rock climbing begins at 2 o'clock and it's now, I can't tell, but when I was leaving the hotel room it was 5 minutes to 2, so I may have missed it. If I've missed it, then Jesus has sort of answered this for me, because I don't really want to go rock climbing today. I'm feeling a bit off, but this is basically our last full day on Railay because we're going to Koh Lanta tomorrow. So I feel like I need to do it, because when you come to Railay you have to go rock climbing, don't you? So yeah, let's see how I feel when I get on it. Right now I'm feeling rough. Camera's probably super blown out right now, but yeah, let's see how it goes. To shadow rock climbing. Saudi Cup? Saudi Cup? Yeah. Okay.
but uncomfortable. When you climb, you use the pack up like this.
So it looks like it's just us two, and we got the private thing. But yeah, so is this your place, your shop?
Yeah.
Your shop, wow, amazing. Yeah, it's pretty cool. It's just me and him. So it's a little private rock climbing. That's all right.
Like 5 minutes to get to the wall, and
yeah,
like when you climb, like I secure, I hold always, I make it safety for you.
Okay.
Yeah, and you learn the movement, you learn the technique and practice.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Amazing. Okay.
Yeah.
Now, because I was shooting on the GoPro, and I was so preoccupied with like the fear that was filling inside of me, I didn't actually film myself climbing, which is probably a good thing because it would have been a disaster.
I love it. So my man's telling me that this is the easy one.
I got feet.
No, it's okay. It's okay. Yeah. So this is the easy one, and this is the one to warm up on. I'm fucked.
But it didn't go very well at all. All the people that were there doing the rock climbing, bear in mind I had never done any rock climbing before in my life. So it was quite intense. It is huge. It is quite difficult. It's pretty intimidating. The cliff face was also really sharp. My hands were getting cut up. And yeah, all the other people that I'd met there, they were like, oh yeah, no, I'm not a rock climber. I don't know anything about rock climbing. I don't really do it much. But they all came with their own rock climbing shoes, which they brought from home. Like, don't tell me you don't do rock climbing. If you own rock climbing shoes that you've brought from home, you do rock climbing, bro. Like, yeah, no, you do rock climbing. But yeah, no, I had a great time. Met some really friendly people. It's where I also met this person called Pauline. She's absolutely lovely. You will see her later on in the videos. And yeah, so Pauline, if you're watching this, thank you for giving me support when climbing. And I hope I gave all of you lot some good moral support, because I think that's all I was. I was just a cheerleader throughout that day. But yeah, that's that. Made my way back, kind of defeated and just exhausted because I couldn't complete the rock climbing. I actually left early. And yeah, Serena was just sitting by the pool, and then it started pissing it down. And you know what me and Serena do. Every time it rains really heavy, we love to jump in the pool, so that's what we did.
So yeah, I ended the rock climbing early, but now we are swimming again in the rain, because why the fuck not? And it's great. I love it. I love swimming in the rain. There's something about being in the pool when it's raining. Probably really stupid, because if lightning hits, boom, finish, game over. But yeah. Look at the view though. I love you. And look at everyone run away, shielding in a pool when it's monsoon rain. You need to. Nice, right? Yeah, bro. That's it, jump in. Everybody running. Yeah, why is everyone running? Yeah, and just like that, we've inspired everyone to come into the pool.
So that's it for Railay Part 2. Hope you enjoyed the video. This is what's coming up in the next one. Peace.
Yeah, really busy this morning. Not great. I don't know if we're gonna make it. So just to prove that I'm not overreacting, they also thought that that guy was an asshole.
He was an absolute arse.
Microbus.
Thank you. Bye bye, my friend.
Bye bye, my friend.
Have a good trip.
Thank you.